Hey guys, welcome back to Something Social Podcast. We're your hosts, the James Curls.
I'm Mo.
And I'm Nay.
And we hope you're ready to join our conversations about dating, relationships, love, and just general adulting.
For more content, event updates, or to contact us, you can follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at the James Curls.
And our podcast Instagram at Something Social JC.
Enjoy.
Bye. Alrighty, y'all.
Hey.
Welcome back.
It's a new day.
A new day. You're the worst. As you can see, Nay still looks cute. I have...
Sorry.
Rona? That's you?
No.
I've decided no. So
I just put on some earrings to jazz it up. And some lipstick.
And we also have on our James Curl tees.
Oh, I forgot to update mine. I still have the old one. But yes.
Oh, okay.
Made by me.
Made by at She Got the T. T-E-E.
She got the T.
She got
t-shirt.
the T-shirt.
Because I got the T.
Shirts is implied. But yeah, follow her. And she...
I have real wine today.
Does custom orders. Real wine, finally. She set me up. Anyway, I have real wine also, but mine is white. Yeah, so go ahead and follow her for your custom tees.
Yes, as She Got the T.
She Got the T, T-E-E. I'm also going to plug my website, soflowmo.me. And if you don't already follow me, o.b.o.mo. Okay. I'm going to change it. I just can't let go of OVO because I just love her. You know? But I'm thinking I should probably change my IG to soflowmo.me.
You should. Let's do it.
Ew, but I'm known as OVO.
You're branding yourself. Yeah, but you're branding yourself.
And I can't take OVO because it's not mine. I don't want to get sued by Drake. Though that would be cool, but not. It's like, wow, Drake acknowledged me. Okay, well, that's the thing. Maybe my brand is going somewhere. The only reason that not the only, but one of the reasons I plugged that was because today's episode is actually about, like dating do's and don'ts, dating etiquette and stuff like that. I mean, half of me is like, don't listen to us because we suck. The other half... I
don't date, so I'm just going to throw that out there. This is strictly hypothetical for me.
I am a serial dater, not by choice. I'm just trying to find the one.
I don't date by choice.
Fair. But I haven't, it's been a while since I actually dated people. So, that I'm not a serial dater anymore, I guess. Either way, if you go on soflowmo.me, I have a blog in my by the way section that talks a little bit about my preferences during dating. Just kind of some like life hacks when it comes to going on a date. And some of these we cover on here, but some of them we don't. And it's a quick read. It's like 2 minutes. Depends on how fast you read. If you read with your finger, it might take a little long. But if you read like normal,
and you read with your finger, no.
If you're watching this and you read with your finger, you need to take off. You're either too young, or you need to take this off and put on other educational
Sesame
YouTube
Street.
videos.
Reading Rainbow.
You're not ready to date. Anyway, I'm not here to judge though. Whatever. I mean, if you like it, I love it. Yes. So, and that one is called 50 First Dates because that's my life.
Like the movie.
Like the movie, 50 First Dates. And you can find some of my dating hacks that I live by, most of which include escape routes and how to get out of dates because I'm a hermit and I hate everyone. So anyway, let's dive in.
Our podcasts are so depressing and sad.
I said everyone, not men.
It's still sad. I hate everyone too. I'm just kidding. But not. Anyways, yes, we are going to talk about dating life and what to do and what not to do on your dates. So.
Yeah, so let's start with the getting to know phase.
Which is the absolute worst phase of every single thing.
Which is why I hate 50 First Dates, because I hate this phase and I have to relive it every single time.
It's like you want to just go in and be like, listen, what are we doing?
I ain't with the bull-ish.
What you doing? What you want out of life?
Yeah. Seriously.
Do you want to be in a relationship? That's question number one. Not necessarily with me, but do you want to be in a relationship?
Yeah.
Like, why are you dating?
What are your intentions with me right now? That's a good one. Anyway, we'll get to some questions that we need to be talking about on dates. But anyway, first of all, we need to address the elephant in the room. People don't know how to have freaking decent, intelligent conversations, and I'm sick of it. I'm done. And that's one of the reasons why I keep going on all these dates, because as soon as I have a conversation with you and I'm like, either you're a little dense or you don't know what to say or something. Like,
but you also don't like to call people first. Like, you don't like to like respond before they respond, or
me specifically.
Yeah.
Oh.
Or carry the conversation.
Yeah, no.
She feels like the man should carry the conversation, which I somewhat agree.
To some degree. I don't feel like they should carry the conversation, but them carrying a conversation, not all the conversations, but carrying a conversation lets me know that they're interested in talking to me and getting.
Here's my take on that as a quiet person.
Well, this goes to gender roles, though, for me.
What, because men should be doing it?
Yeah, like, show me that you're interested in me. Otherwise,
that's what I was gonna say.
Assuming you're not interested.
As a quiet person, if the interest is there, the conversation is there. And that's all I'm gonna say. Yeah. Because, like, I can talk to somebody and not really have much to say to them, but it's like, I just don't want to do this anymore. Or ever. Or this is not working, it's not going anywhere. Or I can talk to somebody and have everything to tell them. So, yeah. Could be that there's no interest, or you don't have anything in common, or whatever it is.
Yeah, it's just a matter of, like, if y'all have any chemistry, I guess. Maybe that's it. Because
we're definitely too old for the way you at what you're doing, though.
Oh my god.
Unless I know you, like, when we know each other, then that's different. But when we're trying to get to know each other, and you where you at, what you're doing, me.
That's the most annoying thing.
Can we go out tonight? How about you say that? Say that instead of where you at.
Well, that's another thing.
Or do you have plans tonight?
Yeah, they don't want to make plans. They want you to make the plans, because they're like, hey,
what you want to do?
Hey, instead of saying I want to see you, they're just like, what you doing? And it's like, all right, does that mean you want to, like, okay.
Not the mean.
I'm doing nothing.
Do you want to come over?
Yeah, do you want me to come over? Do you want me to come over? Like, communicate. That's really what it boils down to. Let's talk about effective communication.
Effective. Not just communication, but effective.
Effective communication. Because some people will just, like, what you doing you to death. And then there are some people who actually, like, have a conversation or actually want, like, say, hey, I want to see you. What are you up to? I don't know those guys, because I never meet them. But, just kidding. I do sometimes. But I just really hate men who don't know how to have a conversation, or anyone who don't know. But I don't talk to women like that. So I can only go by who I converse with, and that's men. I'm not bashing y'all, I promise, and we might have a man on the show who says the same thing, because apparently that's also a thing.
Right.
I wouldn't know. I don't date women. So I'm like, I don't know.
Oh, I'm sure there's dense conversations going on about women's end.
Yeah.
Probably more so than the men.
Probably. Because they're probably talking about some bullish, like some doggone
city girls.
City girl. Anyway. So let's make sure we work on the substance in our general conversation before you, like, go on dates with people, because I can make conversation. I just don't all the time, because I need to see if you can make conversation. And depending on how we vibe and feed off of each other, that lets me know, do I want to get involved with this person or not? Like, I have to actually learn that the hard way, because I convinced myself that I liked somebody one time, and he just had no conversation at all. And after I got over the situation, I was like,
thing was thangin'.
But see, it shouldn't even got to that point if you ain't got no conversation.
Right.
Anyway, I'm done ranting.
Yeah. And guys, just plan something. Instead of where you at, what you doing, the solution would be can we grab a bite to eat? Can we go out tonight?
Yeah,
Do
I
you
want
have
to take you for
plans?
drinks real quick.
And have the plan ready. Don't say, do you have plans? I say no, and you say, okay.
Yeah, and then it died there, and then I go to bed in my soft pants. I fall asleep watching
Then it's
freaking
too late to take me
documentaries.
anywhere because, you know, I'm old and I like
I
to
know,
be
because they
home.
always try to do that. Then it'd be like 11 o'clock, and they're like, hey, so what you trying to do?
Everything closed, including these legs.
I'm
Good day.
old. I'm asleep. I got my bonnet on. It's over. I done put my hair in a dookie twist. It's done. It's done.
Oh,
Do
Lord.
not try to
So
come
that
see
would
me
be the
during
solution.
bedtime.
So since we're not just gonna say like don't do this, like that's the solution to that. Where you at? What you doing? No,
We don't have solutions to all of this.
we
I'm
don't.
gonna just preface
Clearly.
y'all, cause I mean we got a solution for this one, but I ain't gonna guarantee that's gonna keep happening, cause I don't know how to counteract a lot of this, especially if I'm
We can
not the
figure it
opposite
out.
sex.
Well, we know what you want.
Yeah,
them to
I guess so.
do. Okay.
Don't be the type that's like, oh, what do you want for Christmas? It's like, no, figure it
Well,
out.
if somebody buy you some red Timberlands, you better take them things and not complain about them.
Absolutely the freak not, because I ain't want them Timberlands. I never gave him any inkling that I wanted Timberlands.
If
I don't even look like I wear Timberlands.
If somebody get you them red Tims, you just wear them.
It made me extra sad
wear
because
them and go about your
I was
life.
talking about that with that girl too, because it made me extra sad because I was like, he bought like matching ones, and I was like, oh,
He probably had a whole photo shoot plan.
I'll tell you what, you don't
He
know
probably
me.
had a whole photo shoot plan, and she.
You don't know me very well if you bought me red Tims. Sorry, you know who you are if you're watching this.
Where are those shoes?
I took them back to the store. The F you thought? What you thought I was gonna wear them? Well, the problem is this. You don't know me well enough to get me shoes. Because if you did, you would know that I wouldn't wear those shoes. Those are, I mean, not that I'm like just taking a dump, putting number 2s in the air on anybody who wears Tims. Do your boo go off, sis. I don't wear
It's
them.
too hot in Florida for
It's
Tims.
too hot for Tims in Florida, and I don't wear them. I
He's not
don't.
even from New York or anywhere up north.
No, I think he's from like Miami.
He just wanted to. He was gonna take some matching photos of her, and she
He wasn't
ruined
gonna
the
do
whole
none of that.
mood. He had a
So-
whole thing planned.
So then
probably.
he goes back and he's like, "Oh, you don't like them." I was like, "I'm so sorry. I can't lie about it. I guess my expression on my face, I can't hide it." He said, "You don't like them. We could take them back." I was like, "I feel so bad." So we took them back, and they were exchange only at Simon's. Do you know what I walked away with? A pair of Jordans. I don't wear them either. I hope she spit this out. I hope she spit this out so nasty just because she's laughing at me. I hate her. I hate her. Anyway, this has nothing to do with our podcast.
Oh my
but
God.
Story time is always fun.
It does have a little bit because she said, "Don't." You started talking about don't ask me what I want for Christmas.
No, just know me. Or give me a gift card. How much them Tim's cost?
Oh my God.
Give me that money. I can put that in
That
my
was
gas.
hilarious. I remember that.
Buy
story.
me lunch.
I remember that event.
I'll tell you what. The whole relationship was weird. Yeah, get me something that is practical, tangible. Gifts is the bottom of my love languages. Is at the bottom. I don't even care about that. I just wanted to spend time
I
with
like
him.
gifts on special occasions.
I just wanted to
Or
spend
not
time with
even
him.
special occasions.
I mean, I'm not mad at gifts,
But we already
they
talked about
usually-
how love languages depend on what you are lacking in your relationship. You wanted quality time with him. If you had quality time, you would have wanted a gift. It might still be towards the bottom, but
I think it is towards the bottom. I mean, I'm not mad at gifts at all. It's just not something that I'm like. It's like if you don't know what to get me,
don't
take
do
me
it.
to dinner
Yeah,
or something. Like
like
plan a meaningful date or something. Don't buy me Tim's. Anyway, oh my God. Or ask me at this point. Jesus. Be a fence all around me.
Tims, baby.
Be a fence around my love life. Anyway, so.
Not even brown, just red.
Not even brown. What am I doing red? Don't get me started.
All right,
She gonna get me started and I ain't gonna stop. See, that's what the problem gonna be. I hate her.
All right, small talk. How y'all feel about small talk?
I hate small talk. I hate small talk walking past people in the hallway. We got some long hallways at my job. And I'm like, hi,
I do
man.
that all day.
And then they're all like,
day.
how are you doing? And I'm like, I'm gonna tell you how I'm doing. You're gonna regret asking me that.
My small talk at work is literally about work, though. I'd be like, no, I don't have time to do this right now. Bye.
I don't have time to do this right now?
Yeah, because they always catch me in passing, but it's still small talk, but it's like real life stuff that they need.
It'll be, how are you doing? It's like, well, my mom's in the hospital, and like, do you want me to tell you the truth? Because I'm gonna tell you the truth, and then don't ask me that no more. Anyway,
but even on dates, small talk is just like, it is annoying.
Well, I have a thing about how was your day. I hate that question unless it's coming from a genuine place. Every single day, though.
Not every day.
Don't ask me every single day. It's hit or miss.
The problem is that's the only thing they asking.
Yeah.
If it's the only thing you're talking about, then that's annoying.
That might be why.
If there's other parts of life,
I'm pretty sure that developed because that was the only thing that they were asking me. I was like, stop. Can you ask me that? My day was stupid. Leave me alone.
You're stupid.
And you're stupid. This whole thing is stupid.
Oh my god. How was your day? Don't ask that.
Don't ask me that. Don't ask me that. It's a trigger. I don't know. I can't explain it. Either way, I hate small talk. Needless to say.
Yeah, it's bad. And when you go on 51st dates, that's all you seem to be having.
I'd rather you tell me. I'd rather you say, what's the peak in the pit of your day? What is the peak in the pit of your day?
All right, here's the solution.
Q Kardashian.
Peak and pit.
They were good for something. Look at that. R.I.P. Yeah, I'd rather not ask things up front. I'd rather just find them out naturally, because as a serial dater and as someone who holds conversations with millions of men on online dating apps at a time who I never meet.
Millions.
I literally sent her a screenshot of how they all asked me the same thing. How was your day? Was one of them. How was your day? All of them put it. But then it's like, also like, so what do you do for work? All of them put, what do you do for work? After I told them how my day was, so what do you do for work? I'm tired of telling people.
So what would you
I literally copy
them?
And paste that. I'd
be
like,
what would you rather them ask you? What if everybody said
they're gonna have to figure it? They're gonna have to figure it out.
What do you ask them?
I don't know.
She'd be like, bye. How was your day? Bye.
Yeah, literally. After they ask me how was your day, I'm like, they don't know it's a trigger, but it is. Bye.
There are certain things that you
have to go back and read our
conversation.
conversation.
Certain things
but
you learn as you go. I mean, I think it depends on how well you're meshing with the person, because sometimes you can go on a date. Like, I've gone on
it's hard to mesh online.
Day-long date, a whole day.
Yeah, for sure.
And it was small talk in there, but it was also like laughter and like joking and like
just enjoying each other's company.
Like, my friend called him marathon because it was like that long of a date.
Mm-hmm.
Mo was like,
to the point where I have to like track her phone. I'm like, is she dead?
We went to brunch, dinner, had dessert.
Yeah.
It was a long day. We went to like 3 different spots.
Yeah, they had a full day's worth of meals.
Needless to say, he's not around anymore, but
Needless
we
to
did
say.
initially click.
Well, either way, yeah, I don't remember my conversations with people online, but I think it needs to come out naturally. Like, I don't need it to be like a sequence of questions. Don't barrage me, whatever the word is, berate with 1,000 questions about my life, because it's like, this is so forced, which is the problem with online dating. Because you don't get to know each other the same way with online dating as you do with.
Because if you meet somebody through somebody, then you get some of that small talk information. It's like, okay, so what do they do? Who are they? How many kids do they have? Like, give me all this information, and then when I meet you, we could talk.
6'6" dude, we've worked together before.
Right.
So he knows that I left the company and I went to wherever I'm at.
Right.
And so he's able to like piece together that information. He doesn't necessarily have to ask me that, but at the same time, he'll be like, so what does a normal day's worth of work look like for you? Kind of thing. Yeah. Anyway, I prefer to learn as you go. Sometimes it's not always an option, but.
Yeah, but you're right. Online dating does require like those forced conversations.
Yeah, and I think that's why I'm so bad at it, and that's why I get so triggered by it, because I'm like, please, because I've held so many of those conversations that I'm just done. Literally, I'm not like on them anymore. I'm just. coasting?
I haven't because I don't go anywhere, but I've had enough. I mean, that's probably why I don't go on dates, because I'm like, I don't feel like doing
generally small talk and getting to know someone from scratch is just not
so we just recycle.
Yeah, I'm not interested, to be completely honest, in learning a lot of people. I want to learn one person.
Just want to love the same man over and over for the rest of my life.
Over and over. Anyways. I read this article that was saying like, oh, if you want to spice up your dating life, talk about politics. It's like, whoa.
That'll spice it up.
Whoa. I mean, whoa.
That'll only really spice it up
if it's interracial. I was just gonna
not
say.
even that, or if they just they have different political beliefs than you do. But
I relate it to that on a different level because I typically date interracially. Not typically, but like it's like it's not even half and half, contrary to what people believe. But anyway,
I know it seems that way to me.
No, it's mostly black people that I deal with, but it's not even.
It is.
Everybody just remembers the non-black people I've
But they were not. Some of them were Trump supporters.
Oh, I don't talk to that one no more. And the other one wasn't from here, so he don't know. I have to teach him Black American history. And I ain't got time for that either. Anyway, it's neither here nor there.
Small talk.
He shares my political views, though. He does. Not that that's relevant, because he's not even.
So
here.
when do you talk about that? When do you talk about these things, like the deeper things, like your political views, your financial situation, your religion? Religion's not really that deep, but
religion's pretty deep because I've been dating a lot of atheists lately, and that's a problem.
I don't know how she keeps finding these atheists. I've never met an atheist.
Me neither. Before the last
guy.
I'm like, where are you coming from? And this person was raised religiously.
I mean, even if they don't practice religion, they're still like, they believe in God. Like they pray. Or, like, you know what I'm saying?
Or even if you're agnostic, it's like, all right, well, I don't know what I really believe, or I believe there's something somewhere, but these are people that are like,
nope.
Religion is dumb, Jesus was a fraud, and God is like, he needs to go somewhere. And I'm like, all right, well, I can't.
We need people praying for us. I ain't got time for that.
I need prayer, obviously.
What about finances? Because that's a touchy subject. Some people are afraid to talk about finances.
Yeah, I had a conversation with one of my coworkers recently, and she was like, I am not talking about finances until like at least we're engaged. And I'm like, whoa, you have clearly no experience in this field.
Yeah.
Because you need to talk about finances like y'all need to still be courting when y'all talk about finances, in my opinion. And political views.
Yeah, I agree.
Stuff that whatever is priority to you needs to be addressed as early as it would be appropriate. Obviously,
not
you
the
don't
first
go.
Date.
I think sometimes I do talk about that kind of stuff on the first date, though.
But you kind of get an idea if I
not
ask
like this
you what
is my
you
salary,
do.
but,
If I know what your field is, then I have a ballpark.
If I go on a date with you and you tell me what you do, I'm Googling Glassdoor. I'm Glassdooring your salary.
Like, oh, so what do you do?
Glassdooring
what
your salary.
What do you do for the bank? Are you
in South Florida? Oh, you're a bank teller in Florida? Bank tellers in Florida, typical salary.
Yeah.
And
but that's how you kind of get a ballpark. But once you get comfortable with people, I think finances is definitely a conversation you need to have, especially if you're thinking about like being serious with this person or moving in. Like,
finances are the first
I don't
part
need
of
anybody's finances to affect mine.
Right.
Like, unless you're my child.
Right. And even still, it's like I need to figure out who I'm having a child with because I don't need this child's finances affecting mine.
Right. Because then you'd be struggling on your own.
Yeah. Then you be by yourself providing for the child. Now your finances all messed up.
Yeah. I mean, if you're married, that's a different situation, obviously. But if you are dating somebody and you're thinking about like moving in and stuff like that, when it gets serious, like you need to be able to at least just take care of yourself. That's it. Take care of yourself.
That's bottom line.
Be, financially responsible. Don't be out here in the Gucci belts if you ain't got Gucci belt money. Who are you trying to impress?
Not me, because I hate Gucci belts. They tacky. I thought Gucci was canceled anyway.
Nah, they still rocking them Gucci belts.
Gucci flip flops.
I can't afford it. I can't afford it, so you can't afford it.
I know. We at home.
All right.
Either way, I think those priorities, deal breakers, things like that needs to be communicated swiftly, because I need to know if I'm wasting my time, or I need to know if I want to decide to waste my time with you. Current person, I decided to waste my time. He told me busting out the bando.
Like, this ain't it, boo. This ain't it.
Don't want kids. I'm atheist. What you gonna do with that information? I'm like, I'm gonna put that in my back pocket for a rainy day, but what's up? So, in the meantime, I waste my own time, but I decided that.
Right.
You don't get to decide that. Anyway, I'm not scared to have a conversation about finances. So if you're scared to have them type of conversations, you probably need to reevaluate what you got going on.
Especially after, I know I talk about this all the time, but I be talking about this. This book that I read with, that I read with somebody that I was dating, and they were talking about people that were married and to the point of retirement that had not discussed financial specifics with their money, and they were like,
I know so many people who do that.
But it made me think, like, I really don't do that. Yeah.
They jump and get married out of love when marriage is a business, first of all. Let's not get this confused. But yeah, I mean, if my whole saying is, if it affects the way that I live my life currently, if I can't maintain my lifestyle, then I don't want it. Like, go fix yourself, work on yourself. I know I got a lot of slack for this one time. As a matter of fact, another plug, SoFlowMo.me. Before you say you need somebody, that's the title of one of my blogs. Get all your affairs in order, okay? They don't call me OVO for nothing. I'm full of Drake quotes. Go read that freaking article or the freaking blog.
This girl's wild.
Go read the blog, and it'll let you know my viewpoint on dating people who are not financially stable or make good financial decisions. Because that's really huge for me.
Yeah.
I have PTSD. Anyway.
That could be it, for real.
Seriously. Oh. When I had a conversation with that girl, she was like, well, your experience is a little different than mine. I'm like, yeah, because I have experience.
It's like, learn from mine before you go through it.
My experience is different because I have it. So, yeah. Anyway, so we put together some do's and don'ts. Some dating do's and don'ts. Like, when you go out on a date, these are some things that you probably should or should not do. Let's start with the don'ts.
Again, disclaimer, not that we are successful at any of these.
Not that we're successful, but I know what I don't like when I go out, so.
Yeah. Don't talk too much about your ex. Or at all.
Don't talk too much.
But men tend to ask.
Because they're insecure. Just kidding.
What was up with your last relationship? What happened with the girl?
That's a good question, though, to, like, ask.
It's like, were you crazy? Did you slash his tires?
Well, of course you're crazy. You're 30-something, you're unmarried, and you don't have kids. Of course you're crazy.
Of course.
Duh. Oh, no. Yeah, text this person. Talking about your ex is a no-no. Flaking on your plans or being late. The dude who was super, like, dense and, like, no conversation skills, he was late. Super, super late to our...
Ugh, inconsiderate.
So inconsiderate. Super late. And then, he didn't make me, but I offered because I was done with the date, pay for the tip.
That is a don't.
I am super...
If you paying the bill, you pay the tip too.
Super conservative when it comes to gender roles in that respect. I'm like, I don't want to pay on the first date. You invited me here. You paying. But I was ready to go, so I was like, you need help? Like, I don't understand.
I would have walked out and left him right there.
Either way, he's like, I don't know, I guess you could pay the tip if you want. I was like, whatever lets me go home. At this point, that's what I'm going to pay. Like, I could pay it, I just don't like to pay it. Anyway.
Don't put all your eggs in one basket, ladies.
Yeah.
If you are dating, date.
Date multiple dudes. Do all the things.
Yeah. Like Lori Harvey.
Lori Harvey's living her best life and I'm not mad at it.
She is. She dating the top tier, but, you know.
Whatever.
Do you? I mean, that's a whole nother story about Lori Harvey. But yeah, she is really...
It's just publicized, but she ain't no more of a serial dater than I am. The only other
That's
thing
true,
is,
but what she probably was putting all her eggs in one basket. She's just able to move on quicker.
it's just publicized. I could do that if I go online. I could meet these people. I just don't.
Yeah.
Sometimes because they just be floating away. Sometimes and I just let them.
Asking her about her day and she don't talk to them no more.
Yeah, they float away sometimes, and I just let them float. Just go, be free. For yourself. Don't check your phone.
Put your phone away.
Every so often, okay, but like even putting it face down on the table, like put your phone away.
Yeah, put it away.
Like enough. You can stop with the phone for 12 seconds to be on this date with me, unless you're on a marathon date.
Yeah, if you're on a marathon, then you gotta respond to the people looking for you. But
yeah,
other
people
than
think you're in
that,
a ditch somewhere.
other than that,
yeah, that's rude. It's really rude.
Down.
Don't talk about yourself the whole time.
Yeah, but make sure you're authentic. Be yourself. Talk about who you are at the moment. Don't talk about, yesterday.
Yeah, it's like, well, back in my prime.
Not tomorrow. We talking about now.
It's like, yeah, because I was the varsity football in high school. It's like high school is literally 15 years ago. Stop.
20. It's my 20-year reunion year.
Bro. That makes sense. I think I'm coming up to 14 or 15.
I'm definitely at 20
I don't even
years.
know anymore. I stopped counting after 10. I was like, all right, well, we're done here.
I'm not going to that reunion if it is a thing.
2021 is 20 years. Jeez, what is this life?
I know I don't look at y'all, but
she don't. She fine. She fine. But do talk about your actual like current self. So like make sure that you're talking about what's actually happening. Don't be living in the future like, well, my plan is to get a job at some point. It's like, no, do you have a job now?
Mm-hmm.
Or yeah, back when I had a job. It's like, okay, but do you have a job now?
Talk about the now.
Yeah.
Don't judge too quickly because you can dismiss potential candidates.
Yeah.
Like if they're 5'6".
They might be really great people.
They might pay all your bills and take care of you and be a family man, and you're gonna dismiss them because they're 5'6".
Yeah. Like, what are you worried about? Short kids? Who cares?
Short kids. Are they athletic though?
Yeah, if they have an athletic build, they can play soccer. I don't know. I don't know. But either way, don't judge too quickly. I'm notorious for doing that. I'm guilty. Sorry, guys.
Especially with serial dating, it's easier to like nitpick on. And with being older, it's like I don't have time for your shoes are dirty.
Your shoes are dirty. Come on. Your fingernails are dirty.
Your fingernails are dirty. Why are your fingernails dirty? We're in our 30s.
We're in our 30s. Stop.
All right, so that's enough of that.
Don't lie.
Don't lie.
Like, just stop lying. Everybody just be
That's
yourself. What's the problem?
That's the whole sentence. Don't lie.
What is the problem? Don't come on too strong.
All right, so we were talking about this earlier, coming on too strong, whether it be...
Oh, no, I'm just thinking of... No, I don't know.
Coming on too strong in your 20s versus coming on too strong in your 30s. Because coming on too strong in your 30s might look like, do you want to have kids?
Yeah.
But in your 20s, like coming on strong in your 20s would look like, do you want to have kids? In your 30s, it's not coming on strong. It's like, do you want to have kids? What are we doing here?
What are we doing here? That's what that is.
Is that in your future plans? Because, yeah. So, I mean, I guess the conversation is different depending on what stage of dating you're in. Once you're at 30 and have had it, y'all about to hear an alarm, just ignore that.
Yeah.
Then, you just try to go with it. I mean, you just have to come out strong when you're older.
You just gonna have to, because we're done with like the time wasting and the games and stuff like that. We're done.
Yeah, we need to know what this is about. So
yeah, just cut to the chase. Whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Don't pay attention to your checklist. Just do whatever is necessary to get through your date. Oh, there it is. Do whatever is necessary to get through your date. That's done.
Go out, meet the person, get to know them. Don't worry about if they meet all the requirements. You can discuss that later.
Don't get wasted. I'm also notorious for this because I need to be sedated when I'm doing things. I self-medicate.
You can have little sip, get a
A little sip and see.
toasty, and then go with that.
I mean, yeah, loosen up if you need
don't
to.
Don't be throwing back shots of Henny.
He don't need to be dragging you at, like, carrying
or
you,
leaving you there,
calling you an Uber. And you gotta call your friends. See, nah, don't do all that. That's too much.
All right, let's do some do's.
Do's. All right. Do, if the man does try, let the man be chivalrous.
Men, be chivalrous.
Be chivalrous. Women actually do still appreciate that, contrary to what you might believe. But, like, if they try to open a door, don't be like, I can open the door. Like, no. We know you can open a door. Congratulations. Like, let the man.
Let them do it.
Yeah, let him do what he needs to do.
Sometimes it's so awkward because it doesn't happen so often that you're just like, what are you doing? But let them.
Do ask questions.
Not how was your day?
Not how was your day. But if you're trying to get to know this person, like, you're gonna, at some point, I mean, as much as I hate it, at this point, like, let's cut to the chase. Mm-hmm. Some of this stuff we need to cut to the chase. Don't ask me my favorite color. That's irrelevant to your life. Cut to the chase and ask me, like, good questions. Like, I don't know. We'll talk about that also. But ask questions. Enjoy yourself. If you're in good company, just enjoy yourself. Even if you don't think you're going to go out with this person again.
Right.
Like, just do what you need to do.
Unless it's totally
have fun,
just total
loosen
trash,
up.
then just enjoy yourself.
Yeah.
It's like, whatever. I'm out having a meal.
Also put in effort. Don't be like, just like, sitting at the meal
but
and
you
he's
sit down and
talking
be
to
like,
himself.
oh, this ain't it.
Yeah, like, his shoes scuffed up, I'm done. Like, no, which is another reason. Go read my blog. I talk about that. Like, if you're uncomfortable at any point in time, don't go on dates that are, like, super long, like going to dinner and stuff where you're obligated to stay for a while. Mm-hmm. Go to drinks. Get a cup of coffee. Go get some yogurt.
Somewhere quick.
Go walk in the park.
Mm-hmm.
If you need to make a quick exit, it's not as awkward.
Yep.
Set your standard and stand by them. At some point, you're going to have to teach them how to treat you.
Yeah. And likewise.
And they're going to get away
teach
with
people
whatever.
how to treat you, yeah.
Yeah, they're going to get away with whatever they can. So.
And they're going to test you.
So you got to set it early. Don't be, like, waiting too late because then they're going to be like.
Yeah, we ain't been doing that.
Who's you? Yeah, like, when we did this.
Put in effort. If you like the person, let them know.
Yeah, I mean, and communicate that. Like, you can't just be
verbally
expecting
or
them to be
however
like mind readers.
Right.
Like, if you're interested and you want to go on another date or whatever the case is, let them know.
Right.
I mean, be direct. That's in my blog also.
Yeah.
But yeah, be direct. It's like, I had a really good time. Thank you for dinner or whatever. Thank you for buying my drinks last night. I had a really good time. I can't wait for us to do it again.
Yeah.
Let them live on that. Let them marinate. Marinate on it a little bit. But if you're not interested, also communicate that. If they come back and be like, I had a really good time, like, I can't wait to see you again, just kind of let them know. Like, I don't know if it's a good.
This is gonna work.
Yeah, I don't know if this is a good time for me to, be with you or whatever the case is. I don't know how to turn people down, obviously.
Here's something. Purdue University researchers found that when you eat or drink something sweet, you're more likely to be interested in the relationship with that person.
I don't know how accurate that sounds so weird.
Maybe because sugar puts you in a good mood.
Could you be high? Yeah. In some way, shape, or form? I don't know. But I know I don't ever get to dessert on my dates. So, I mean, we don't eat dessert on dates. That's why you order sweet cocktails or wine.
So,
or maybe that's why I always think that it's going somewhere. Because I always drink. You know what? Don't do that. Eat savory things. I don't know. But how long should you wait before contacting, or how long should you wait for them?
You can text them the same day. Like, stop worrying about looking thirsty. Like, nobody cares about thirsty anymore.
That's everybody's problem. They're so annoying. Everybody is like playing games. It's like this cat and mouse chase.
The problem is people have been played with. Like, if I'm showing you I'm interested and you're like showing everybody else, like, look, he likes me. Like, obviously.
Not only that, but they literally get turned off sometimes. It's like, no. It's like,
they're all about the chases. Yes, too much.
It is too much. But
I say right away. I say you can text them later on that day or the next day. Like, you need some sort of follow up.
Text them and let them know you got home safely. And that's when you be like, thank you for tonight.
There you go.
Because you drove separately because this guy could be a serial killer.
Right.
Read my
And
blog.
you sent the picture. If you met him online.
Bet. She knows everybody that I go out with. I'm like, I'm out with this guy and we are at Bo Campers. Or whatever. Like, I let her know if we don't know this
We're at Starbucks. Good questions.
We've already asked actually a couple good questions, but a couple more.
We have. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's some good stuff that we talked about that I didn't include right there. So.
One of them you may have seen is, does anyone think they're in a relationship with you? Or would anyone be upset that you are here with me right now? And why? Because if they say no, which most men will probably say no, or women too, most people will probably say no. But if they say yes and somebody would be upset, if they're actually being honest, why would that person be upset? Is it because you were with them last night? Is it because
they think they're in a relationship with you?
Is it because they just a mad person, bitter breakup? Like, why would they be upset? Questions that need answers.
Yeah, those are just a couple of them. The other ones that were really good that we already discussed. Yeah. We're actually gonna probably post this on something social, Instagram, and get some more responses because we need to know these things. As soon as the pandemic is over, as soon as Rona back off a little bit, we gonna be in these streets.
Yeah, we need
and we need to date because
Lord,
I'm tired of dating. I go out and then I'm like, am I gonna die tomorrow? I don't know. So anyway,
girl.
Basically, this also follows, the whole contacting after the date, but how do you know if you want to go on a second date? So we also put together some little bullet points for you. I mean, it should be obvious. If you have chemistry with the person,
right?
Obviously, you want to know more about
conversation flow. Were you talking with them nonstop? Was there interest in both parties?
Were you laughing at the same things?
Yes.
Did he make you laugh? Did she make you laugh?
Do they seem to have values that you agree with?
Yeah. Is your stuff aligned? Are they meeting anything on your mental checklist? Don't pull out a sheet of paper, but think about it. It's well, he does have a job, and he does, spend a lot of time with his mom.
Do you care to learn anything else about them after that first date? Do you care anything else about them, or was that enough? It's all right.
Right. Body language. Mm-hmm. What was their body language saying? Were they checking their phone?
Right.
Because that probably means you're not that interesting, or he's just not that into you, or she, or whoever. They're texting somebody. They need to make sure that they are available for, and it ain't you.
Sharing intentions, making sure that they know, I'm not dating. I don't want to be on 51st dates anymore.
Yeah.
I'm done with this life. I want to actually
serious
be
are they
in a
about
serious committed
relationships?
relationship.
Yeah.
Do you? So.
Did you have a good time? So if you came home and you're exhausted, then
yeah.
Maybe not.
Were you comfortable or were you awkward? I mean,
was this person
awkward is normal, but
was he creepy or rapey? Or she? Was she creepy or rapey? Was she rapey?
Was she groping you? Or?
I don't know, Did this person mention more dates with you? Because sometimes you'll be talking and then in conversation you'll be and I was at this place down over on, I went to the freaking, what is that place called? The crab place.
Hook and Reel?
Hook and Reel. I was at Hook and Reel, and then he'll be like, I've been wanting to try Hook and Reel. Okay, next time we go on to Hook and Reel. We go on to Hook and Reel next time.
Or was he I'm gonna try that place.
I'm gonna have to go down. I'm gonna have to go down one day. That would suck. I can't say that hasn't happened to me before. I'm sure it has. Everything.
Yeah, they do. Sometimes they'll mention a second time. Next time we go out, we gotta try blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's oh, you never had sushi before? I know a dope sushi spot.
Yeah.
We gotta go. Makes the best drinks.
Look at dating finding a job. So when you put in the same effort that you put into finding a job, you have to put into dating. We were reading something that was saying how I think the man's just gonna boop, hi.
Yeah, he's gonna fall
I
out
don't
of the
really
sky.
think that, but that's the way I act. Because I don't go, I mean, coronavirus helped me a little bit with that, but I don't go nowhere. Like,
Some
I'm
advice that our daddy gave us was to hang around places where there are people that you would like to date.
He said people
Like
with
country clubs.
Don't go
now.
nowhere where they got free entry. That's what he said.
Yeah. He's like, pay to enter wherever you at. And yeah.
Yeah.
But either way, he's like, in settings. Like, obviously, if you don't want to meet, you know, a hood booger, don't go to the office. The office is
Miami.
sorry. The office is a strip club in Miami. Don't go there for any reason, but also don't go there if you want a man, cause unless that's the type of man you want. I don't know. I don't need no man in the office. It sounds like it's stinking now. I don't know. No,
Yeah.
no shade
I mean,
to anybody
he's right.
though, but
because you're not really like, we call ourselves doing these Boy Scouts, and it just,
and then we go to like
they
Bruise
were
Room.
horrible. Yeah.
Bruise Room.
But
Everybody,
during like a game
let
or
me
something.
tell you who's at Bruise Room. All the people we graduated high school with, and most of them
or
are
like a
bartending.
sports bar where they're watching the game, but sometimes there's lookers, sometimes there's not,
And sometimes, and all times, they're not interested. So, but either way,
Never.
just be in that vicinity.
no more Boy Scouting.
We also used to go to like the professional, like black professionals
Yeah.
meetings and stuff like that. Those were also kind of floppy, but good ideas nonetheless.
The point is to put in the effort.
Yeah, you gotta research where you
Whether
want to go.
it be not you
if you're
necessarily shooting your shot, but at least putting yourself out there.
Then you gotta apply. So, reach out, be assertive.
Mm-hmm.
You know, state your intentions. It's like an interview. You gotta interview. You gotta interview. Those are your awkward dates where you're like freaking
I need
getting
resumes.
to know people.
Send resumes.
Resumes are good. Send me your resume, seriously.
Then you're on your probation period. Or you have to introduce them to your friends and family, see how they feel about him.
Or even before that, it's like, let me see how I feel about you before I do that.
Mhm.
You're kind of like in this weird limbo where it's like, I don't know if I want you to meet anybody that I know yet. Or you could meet my sister because she needs to know who to tell the police in case you like flip the script. Everything that I say and do is about being like chopped up and murdered.
Yes.
I'm like paranoid, I'm sorry.
Oh,
That might be PTSD from like that whole sexual assault thing. Anyway.
Possibly. But yes, you just want to make sure that their vibe hasn't changed, that they're not a totally different person within those first 3 months that y'all are dating. I guess that's why I think, like a man said, to wait that time until you become intimate with the person, because
Makes sense.
you could be sleeping with a demon. You don't know. But
Then you get to the benefits.
yeah.
I mean, it doesn't necessarily happen outside of the 90 days. Sometimes it happens inside the 90 days. I don't know. But some of the other benefits, they don't have to necessarily be positive, obviously, but
Right.
so basically just the tip is think of it like a job. I mean, for those of you who are married, you're probably bored to sleep right now. I'm sorry. But there's a large portion
But
of
it's
us-
still a job for y'all, I'm sure.
It's a different type of job. Like now you got to like maintain tenure and stuff. I don't know. I have to think
How to
about
reach your
my own
retirement.
terminology. Yeah, you got to reach retirement with that one. But
Yeah,
just generally speaking, think of it like how you think of a job. Like you don't just pop up and be in a job, in your dream job.
Right.
No, you put in effort, you put in work.
Yep.
You scope the situation out. Sometimes you get into a job and you're like, this is not what I thought it was.
Right.
I don't want to be here. And that's okay too.
Yeah.
Either way. Yeah, so I hope those helped anybody who might be struggling with this dating thing, ourselves
Yes.
included. We have written this down so that we can print it out and take it, put it in our purse for when we end up going on dates at some point in life. Now it is Rona. Can't trust nobody. People be in these streets.
They do.
And we have a mother to make sure that we are like okay for. So yeah, can't be out in these streets with these people. I'm gonna tell you, like the lady at work told me, she was like, double mask up because you don't know what these people do when they leave here. And I was like, you right, sis. You're right.
Yeah. But anyway, so yeah, so make sure that when you apply for these jobs, that you're applying to the right companies.
Do your research before you apply.
As best you
Facebook
can.
stalk. No, I'm kidding. Look on, see if they have records on Broward Sheriff's Office. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, Google search them.
Yeah.
See where they live. But yeah, so just
That's creepy.
not all that, no. But just yeah, when you're applying for these jobs that we're about to go on, you know, just make sure that you are, you know, looking in the right places, ready for it.
Yeah. I'll say.
So we're gonna try that.
And I'm gonna finish this Riesling. Ding!
Bye.
See y'all later. Thanks for joining us.
Remember, feel free to slide in our DMs with topics or questions you'd like to chat about.
It goes down in that DM.
Hey.
It goes down in
Hey.
that DM.
Hey.
It go down. Sorry. Your support really means a lot to us.
See you next time.
Bye, y'all.